The use of pipe bands by the military dates back to 1547. Major David Brown of CFB Comox, as a young boy watching parades, would cry every time a bagpipe band would play. You might be surprised to learn he's now been playing for 24 years.
The British military in particular took onto the bagpipe because of that special history that it had in terms of providing motivation to its soldiers, as well as you can imagine that if you were on the other side of the battlefield and you heard bagpipes playing, that might concern you a little bit.
At the 5th Nib, the Skirl of Pipes welcomed the minister to the Cape Breton Highlanders.
Over the years, like many traditions, that tradition of bagpipes and then later on adding the drums to that has just kept alive. We certainly don't use it the same way as we did back then, and it's now much more a ceremonial function, whether it be for parades or for solemn occasions. We've embraced that history that started very many years ago. I firmly believe that music, particularly on solemn occasions like Remembrance Day, is an absolute necessity. Not having that support of the military music, which it itself has history, doesn't give it the right feeling that's required in those kinds of ceremonies.
I was sitting in music class in grade 5, 4th seat, 2nd row from the left, and Mrs. Grayson played Peter, Paul and Mary's "Where Have All the Flowers Gone?" In that moment, I fully understood the gravity of Remembrance Day. Local singer and songwriter Gordon Carter had a similar experience.
Blown in the Wind by Bob Dylan. Just an amazing song there to me. And and I remember the first time I heard it. In fact, we were the first graduating class out of G.P. Vanier, and they used to play music over the intercom, and we were sitting in the cafeteria, and that was the first time that I ever heard that song. You know, we're all talking, and I just stopped, and I just listened to it. And it was it kind of changed my life.
Till the war came and they shipped them all out in 1942.
Music and the Remembrance Day, really actually, started to mean something to me. I think it will always have its place in remembering.
Here in Canada, we enjoy the freedom of speech, the freedom of religion, and of course, the freedom of musical expression. On November 11th, please remember the hundreds of thousands that sacrificed so we could enjoy those freedoms. In the Comox Valley, I'm Mary Ruth Harris for Shaw TV.